Dear students, welcome to class 12 biology chapter Principles of Inheritance and Variation. We continue that chapter. You have learned in last class that one gene has three alleles, that is multiple alleles, which governs one character, that is blood group. Here, next case, one gene product produce more than one effect. Example, starch synthesis in pea seeds. Starch synthesis in pea seeds is controlled by one gene. It has two alleles. Capital B, dominant phenotype, produce large grains. That is, starch synthesis effectively occurs. So it produces large grain. So that is round in appearance. Then next combination, small b produces small starch grain, because lesser efficiency of starch synthesis occurs here. Then that seed appears wrinkled. Then heterozygote, that is capital B and small b. Here the size of the starch grain is intermediate in size. It is intermediate in size, but the appearance is round. So when we consider the size of the starch grain here, it shows incomplete dominance. If the grain size is considered in this angle, it shows the incomplete dominance, like we have learned earlier. Incompletely dominates the another one. So that is the case occurs in starch synthesis in pea seeds. So till now we were discussing about the dominance and recessiveness. So what exactly is dominance? What is the concept of dominance? We know the function of a gene. It bears information for a particular character. So normally a gene has two alleles. Sometimes these alleles are same, that is as in homozygous condition, same alleles are present. Then in heterozygous, different alleles are present. But sometimes this one allele may undergo some changes. So due to that changes, the information it carries also changes, or sometimes it modifies. So take the example of an enzyme, that is a gene which produces an enzyme. Producing an enzyme. Here in this example, the normal allele produces enzyme, normal enzyme. So that helps in the conversion of a substrate into product. You know the function of enzyme. Enzyme attaches to the substrate and it converts into a product. Then same phenotype is observed, but the modified allele, sometimes it may produce normal enzyme, sometimes less efficient enzyme. In this case also, the phenotype is not affected. But if the enzyme, sometimes the enzyme produces is non-functional, second case, if a non-functional enzyme is produced, sometimes no enzyme at all, sometimes there is no production of enzyme, no enzyme. In both these cases, the phenotype is affected. In these cases, phenotype is affected. So in this case, the dominant allele is actually the normal allele. That is without modification, that normal allele is the unmodified allele. Unmodified allele is the dominant allele. And the modified allele, we call it as the recessive allele. That is the reason why some alleles are dominant and some are recessive. So today we conclude up to this portion. Now some of the questions. One is about the first part. A single gene product produces more than one effect. Provide genetic explanation by taking the example of starch synthesis in pea seeds. Then next is, why are some alleles dominant and some recessive? So we can have the remaining portion in the next class. Thank you.